Hello, it's Natalia here.
And I'm Nick, and welcome to our
happy hour.
Yeah.
Welcome to our happy hour,
where we discuss all things North Texas real estate and, of course,
having a drink.
Yes. So, what are we having to drink today, Natalia?
Today we are drinking a very popular.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to look at you. I'm going to look at the camera.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's stop.
We are having a very popular drink in Brazil called Caipirinha. So we are going to prepare together, and I'm going to do two kinds of Caipirinha. One with cachaça and the other one with sake, which is more like girly kind style of Caipirinha.
Sounds good.
Let's prepare. Let's drink! Okay, we are cutting some limes. I'm like to take off a little bit of the skin.
Is this something you drink all the time?
No, I drink wine all the time. But this is something that I like to drink when I'm in Brazil. So we have lime, then we have sugar. It's good enough. Now we just
muddle.
Smash. Yeah. How do I call this?
Muddle.
Muddle.
What does that do?
Just squeeze the sugar with the fruit and get the juice out of the lime. Okay, now ice. Okay, that's good. And then the cachaça, which this one, Espírito de Minas, is one of the best ones.
Okay. So this is definitely a low-carb drink, I see.
No, if it's low carb, but gets you drunk very fast.
Yes.
Okay.
Good exercise, too.
This is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can try.
Okay.
Feel free to tell me if it's too sweet or if it's good.
It's very good.
It is?
It is.
See, look at her. So now we are going to do another version of Caipirinha, which we call Caipi Sake, which is sake with more like kind of sweet fruits and sugar. This is more girly drink and it's a little bit more soft than the cachaça. Okay.
Throw in some kiwis.
Some kiwis, sugar.
Can we get you a glass?
Yes, please.
Wow, fancy.
Yay! Okay, we are good with the drinks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was good.
Yeah.
So, Natalia, what are your clients been asking you lately?
Well, they're all asking if should they wait a little bit more so interest rates goes down?
Yeah, I have a couple clients that have waited and home prices continue to increase, right? As well as interest rates are. So they're not in any better position than they were. So I think waiting was to their detriment. How about yourself?
Well, I do have a client that he was pre-approved for 650, the pre-approval letter a year ago. But now with the interest rates raising, he just got a new updated his pre-approval letter and his buying power is lower. It's about 550,000.
Right, so they're actually getting less home today as they were last year because of home prices.
Exactly. So my recommendation for them is buy now, because now it's a great moment to buy a home. Mm-hmm. We do have more negotiation on the table, right?
Absolutely.
Remember at the beginning of the year where everything was kind of insane, buyers having to pay for everything for the sellers, but we are not facing this anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely a shift in the market compared to 6 months ago, but it's still a very strong market. So,
what is the difference in terms of the offer, like from the beginning of this year and now? Like,
well, I think, before the option periods, we had to have really like small option, small amount of days, less amount of days. Where now there is a little bit more time, flexibility there, along with the earnest money, right? I think there's some flexibility there, and also other concessions like title policy, move-in date, that sort of thing. So, I think we're definitely in a better position, but it's not great by any means.
Of course. Yeah, but one of the terms that we don't listen, it's Ralph.
Yeah, we have a special guest, Ralph. Welcome, Ralph.
It's funny.
Ralph seems to be thirsty.
That's Ralph. He wants to be always together.
That's good.
Yeah. So I think from all the terms on the offer, one of the items that I don't see anymore is like having the buyer to fully waive the appraisal.
Absolutely.
Like this is something that we are not talking anymore, right?
Yep. And I'm seeing more folks tying in contingencies to sell their home first, which we weren't seeing back then, right? Sellers weren't waiting around for buyers to sell their home first, but now I see a little bit more of that.
And what do you say about their homes on the market sitting longer on the market?
I think those are homes that are overpriced to begin with, so it's not so much a correction, but just a correction on the price itself, and not a market factor.
Yeah, we are kind of back to the normal, right? Where average days on the market is more than around 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah,
right?
But there's still very low inventory, so
yeah.
we have to take that in consideration as well.
Yes, of course. So the good homes, the homes that it's like the AGTV homes, it's still selling
very quickly.
Very quickly, yeah. Okay, so if there's a seller that's willing to sell a home and put the home on the market, what is the best approach?
I think pricing is probably the most important factor in a shifting market. So, overpricing something is going to cause the home to sit on the market a little bit longer, which we want to avoid as a seller. I think pricing. I would say pricing.
The right price will sell fast and
correct.
Reposition the house very well on the market.
And setting the expectation, right? I think a lot of sellers have the expectation of, my house is going to sell for $100,000 more, like they were doing, that they were selling for a couple of months back. But we're in a shifting market, and that's just not the case now. So pricing is very critical. So the holidays are coming up. We're already at the end of September. Do you have any plans?
We don't have plans for holidays, but I do have a trip scheduled for next month, October, for self-development. I'm going to Fiji.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Exciting. Exotic.
Super excited, yes. But we usually love to host events at home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're probably going to host some events for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Oh, very nice.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Tell me a fun fact about you.
Me? Oh, wow. I'll have to cut that. Hold on. Let me think about it. Fun fact, I used to be left-handed. I fell off the slide when I was in kindergarten, and I had to learn how to write with my right hand.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Was it difficult?
It's very difficult. My cousin threw me off the slide, so...
Oh, the guy that writes with both hands.
I wouldn't say I write good. My penmanship is really bad with both hands.
I cannot even draw anything.
I can't read my own handwriting. I had a couple clients that had a lease. They leased out their rental property to someone, and they wrote up their own contract. 10 years later, it came back to haunt them, and the tenant actually thought he owned the home, whereas the landlords thought they owned the home. So there was a lawsuit.
Oh my goodness.
So neither one of them decided to use a realtor at the time, but I would say definitely utilize a realtor even for a lease.
Of course, for everything, right? Because we are in America where we can do yourself almost everything, but there's a cost into it, right? There's more hard work. You have to learn how to do it, and the liability as well.
Exactly. I would say leave it to the professionals. How about your fun fact?
I do have a fun fact.
Let's hear it.
I have 36 years old, and I've moved more than 26 different houses in my life.
Wow,
already.
That is a lot.
It's a lot. And I do love to move because, it's that moment where you clean everything, you put everything on the right place, you organize, new energy. So when we bought our home, we thought, okay, we can stay there for 2-3 years, and where we're going next.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably never going to have our forever home.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be the home for the moment.
Are you about to move right now?
I was open to. If I find a beautiful home, of course. Yeah, but that's true. I spoke with Cassio about that in the car. We should buy a beautiful home, well designed, the interior and everything that we ever dreamed for. And he was like, but why? We are always going to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he in the military? He works for SAP, right? Yeah.
SAP. It's just because we're always open to, so we take the opportunity, and we make decisions very fast.
Yeah.
So that's us.
No looking back.
No. Thank you for joining us on our first happy hour.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below.
I'm Natalia.
And I'm Nick, and we'll see you next month.